Siluam Yisraela. I want to give you a deep understanding of Christ, Hamashiach, and becoming one with him. See, because as believers, brotherhood of faith, we have become one with Christ in his death, burial, and resurrection. The dying of the old man and the being born into a new man. This is also a marriage that you're entering into. And so when people see you, they should see Christ, if you are indeed married to Christ. Just as a husband and a wife. When a wife becomes married, she takes on her husband's name. I've said it before, Mr. and Mrs. John Smith. It's not Mr. John Smith and Miss Rebecca Smith. It's Mr. and Mrs. John Smith. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. John Smith. So it's the same thing with you and Yahusha. Now it's Mr. Yahusha and Mrs. Yahusha. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So when people see me, I'm his representative because I'm one with him. So when they come to me and they say, well, show us the Messiah, I will say, you're looking at him. And they probably get offended and want to stone you and all that other stuff. You're making yourself one with him, because that's what happens when you get married. See, because y'all don't know nothing about marriage, y'all are surprised when y'all see a loyal wife. Y'all also used to seeing bitches and hoes. You ain't used to seeing a loyal wife. Somebody who really loves Yahusha. See, but doesn't it say that John is the one who Yahusha loved? And you see how John is the one who's saying, I'm married to him, and I'm one with him, so therefore I'm the Hamashiach as well? Because if you've seen me, then you've seen Hamashiach. And see, the thing is, y'all are not claiming your marriage covenant with him. It's him and then it's me. We're separate. But he himself prayed that we would all be made one. That we would all be made one. Just as he says, just as I and you, Father, are one, then let me be in them and they be in me, and we be all made together into one. Right? So just as I'm married to you, now I have my bride. And then we're all sitting here saying we're waiting for the Christ to rapture his bride. So if you're not claiming him as your husband and becoming one with him, then how can he claim you as his wife when he returned for his bride? If you have not been made one with him. You see? You guys are all into 3D. Take this bread and take this cup and eat and drink and take my body and my flesh. That's what happens when the wife lay with her husband. When he busts that nut inside of her. She has now taken on his DNA, his flesh and his blood. See, y'all don't understand that? But see, Christ is doing a spiritual marriage. So he's marrying the minds. So now he's saying our minds will be married. I will be the husband of your mind. I will be the husbandman of your vineyard, of your mind, your garden. And a true husband, that's what he does for his woman. He tends to the garden of her mind. You see? Keeps her mind straight. Keeps the fear out. Keeps the lies out. Puts truth and love in there. That's what Yahusha is doing for his bride. You see? And those who believe on him have become one with him. And people say, oh, this is taking glory away. Well, then how did Yahusha say, I am the Father of one? They said, show us the Father. He says, if you've seen me, then you've seen the Father. And then he says, I will send you one. So I made the Father known. Now I will send one who will make my name known. His wife. Because that's what a wife do. Y'all just never seen a wife like that because you live in a wicked, crooked world. But a wife is supposed to make her father's name, her father and her husband's name known. You see? Like Yahusha did. I came to make his name known to you, to reveal him to you, that he's divine love, that he's long-suffering, that he's kind. We didn't understand these things about the Most High Yah. We thought he was just a judger. He just judges. He's harsh. He's a harsh taskmaster. Do this, or I'll kill you. That's what we thought. He came to reveal to us that wasn't the case. And the same misconceptions of Yahusha, he sent one to come to bear witness of his truth. See, because a lot of times y'all hear me talking on videos, you're like, man, he's saying the word fuck. He said the word goddamn. Man, though I be rude in speech, not knowledge though. So though I be rude in speech, my knowledge is not rude. Because I know the true Yahusha. I know that he's a man of war, as well as a compassionate man. Just like King Dawadah, who was also the Lord's anointed. He was a man of war, but he was also a compassionate man. Balanced man. And that's what he came to reveal, the balance of the Most High Yah, the other side that we didn't see, the divine feminine aspects of God that we didn't understand. You see? It's just like your mother and your father. You grow up with your father, he's a hard taskmaster. You don't do this, son, you don't do this, or I'll pop you, or you get a whooping. But your mother, she's like, don't do it like this, son, because you hurt yourself. And I don't want you to get hurt, baby. You see? So you got balance now. You got double teaching. Okay, don't touch it because it'll hurt me. And also, I'll get my ass whooped. So you got double taught by the male and the female. That's what was happening with Abba. He was revealing himself through Torah. Then his son came to reveal to us the other side of him. The totality of him. The fullness of him. That he is a God, a judging God. He is a God of judgment and a God of war. But he's also a God of compassion and love and tenderness and long-suffering and loving kindness. Merciful God. Full of tender mercies. You see, we didn't know that. So he came to reveal that to us. And now he has sent one to reveal him. Because there's an imbalance with him as well in this earth. Oh, he's just, you never heard it fly. He just loves everybody and he's just going to just hug on everybody and squeeze us on up into the sky and fly away up in the clouds. That's not the fullness of Yahusha. You see, you're talking about the compassionate, the merciful side and all this, but you're not talking about the man of war. See how it's reversed now? He has to be revealed as far as the lion side of him. Remember, he came as a lamb, he would come back as a lion. So that's what we're revealing now. The lion side, the war side, the side where he hates sin. He hates wickedness. Don't hate the sinner, but he hates sin. You see? There's a time of judgment on the earth. Now, that's the side of Yahusha you guys didn't know. That he would come back with a double-edged sword to crush unrighteousness in the earth and iniquities, unbalanced scales. So like I said, once you come into oneness with that truth and you come into the understanding that you've been made one with him, then you should walk in that when you walk on the earth. That we are one. So somebody said, where the Messiah? I say right here, I am. What? Oh my God, you're blaspheming. Okay, well, let's have a conversation and let's see. Because Yahusha taught what you about to hear come out of my mouth. You see? I'm not going to teach you anything other than what he taught, which is truth and love. Truth, the Father, love, the Mother. Put them things together, you got God. You see what I'm saying? It's just that simple. I'm only going to carry forth the message that he gave. I'm not going to deviate like other people do in their egos. Meanwhile, they think you're in your ego when you're talking about him. All you're doing is pointing the finger back to Yahusha. And that's what a wife should do. When everybody sees her character, sees her class, sees her austerity, sees her integrity and honor, they say, where did you get all this? My hubby. My husband taught me. I had a great teacher, my husband, full of wisdom, full of truth, full of love. He taught me these things. He was patient with me when I messed up, and he gave me grace, helped me back up to my feet, gave me time to get it right. The same thing that I say about Yahusha, the one I'm married to. You see? And like I say, he's only coming for his bride. He's only coming for his wife. So if you don't claim to be one with him, then how the hell are you going to be taken as his bride? You ain't waiting for him. You're waiting for some other husband that you think is Yahusha. You're waiting for Jesus Christ with a Roman toga. Right? To come swooping down to come get you. Well, that's how you'll get left. Because he said, don't look here or there. He said, it's in you. So you got to find it inside. You got to find that Christ within you. That anointing within. You have to look within yourself to find it, not outside of yourself. You see? And then it will manifest outwardly. Once it manifests on the inside, you see it on the inside. Wait a minute. I am love. I am kind. I am pleasant. I am serene. I am harmonious. When you start to say that, you become one with Christ. Do you understand this? You can't miss it. You can't. Look, how they say it? You can't not be one with Christ if you speak that way, because that's the way he spoke. I want to understand this. If the Most High's name is I am, and you're saying the truth of I am, like I am magnificent. Because is God magnificent? He is. He created everything, didn't he? Look at all this he did. Look at all that. Okay? Look at what he done. So, Abba Yah is magnificent, and his name is I Am. So I am magnificent. What else we see about I Am that's true? He's amazing, so I am amazing. See? What else about him? He's glorious, so I am glorious. And then you just become one with him through using these words about yourself, believing them and feeling them. Wow, I am beautiful, because I am is beautiful. You see how easy it is? And then they're going to think you're crazy. How do they say you're made one with Christ, now you're made one with the Father, and you're glorified all in one? Because we all believe the same thing. We all say the same thing. We all speak the same thing. We all cast down wickedness and iniquity, but all build up love and truth and life. And these three, we agree. You see, I'm not kicking against the pricks or the will of the Most High. I come into agreement with that thing. So now I've become one with it. So now I'm Hamashiach. You see? But no. I just can't accept that. You're making yourself one with it. Whoo, boy. That's why he didn't pray for the world, because he knew y'all asses wasn't going to get it. You was going to kick against it. You don't want to be one with the Most High. You don't want to be one with I Am. Well, then what are you doing when you talk? You don't say that when you introduce yourself to somebody? You don't say, I am so-and-so? When you introduce to somebody, you just say, John, and shake their hand. John, hi. No, you don't do that. You say, hi, I am John. You see? Hi, I am Beth. Who are you? I'm Beth. There you said it. So you can't get out of coming into oneness with that word. So are you coming into it with truth or lies? That's my question today. Are you living in the will of the Most High, which is I am loved, I am blessed, I am healthy, I am perfect, I am spotless, because I am is. You see? Or are you speaking it in lies? I'm stupid. I'm whack. I'm weak. I'm fucked up. I'm sick. I'm low. I'm low in the earth. I'm all confused. I'm stressed out. Because I am is not none of those things. You see? So you don't know how to talk right. You don't know how to live right. Then you're going to live backwards and talk backwards. You see? And you're not going to be able to comprehend that this is a marriage. This is a marriage. I am dead, buried, and resurrected with my Lord Jesus Christ. You're still looking outside of yourself. Lord. That would be just like the wife saying, okay, I'm one with my husband, and then immediately turns right around and look for her husband. He's in you now. You don't have to look for your husband when he's taught you how to live, and you go out and his thoughts come up in your mind when he's not around. He's right there with you then. Don't y'all see it? Don't you see what I'm trying to explain to you? Sister, when you have a husband and he says, if somebody wants you to do something that you don't want to do, you tell them no, baby. And she goes, okay, I will. Then she goes out in the world, and here comes another man trying to smooth up on her, trying to tell her lay with her. And she says no. And the guy says, okay, shit, backs the fuck off and leaves her alone. She said no because her husband said that. So then she was her husband in that moment, because that's his thoughts, not hers. She didn't have that thought before she met her husband. Her husband told her to do that. So now she's doing his thoughts. Now she's one with her husband, and that's why the man backed off. Whew, I hope y'all understand this. It's not hard. All right? So come back into this truth, man, and this is simple understanding that it's about oneness. Don't let anybody steal it from you or take it away from you, especially people who are not of the Ruach, who don't understand. Okay? Siloam, Yisrael. Siloam.